Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Very excited to finally do this video for you. I've been waiting almost a month and a half to do this video because I have been testing this thing in every possible normal scenario that you could test a respirator in. All right, here at Lowe's in the power cap. Can't tell you how happy I am. It's very air conditioned, very cool air in my face. In a very hot store. You can see got a huge load of lumber here, so couldn't be happier. This thing is great. So if you're not sure about what you're looking at here, this is the JSP Professional Power Cap, specifically sold by quite possibly one of the best companies I've worked with so far, which is Peke Safety. Put a link down here to their website. So you could check this particular respirator out, pekesafety.com. This respirator is everything that I hoped it would be and more. It is the absolute go-to when it comes to everything I do. So projects, painting, doing woodwork, going to Lowe's and having to meet the COVID-19 mask requirement. It is awesome. So let me kind of give you the basic rundown of how this thing works, what it is, and why I definitely think it's going to replace this respirator. Not this specific one with these filters, but this style respirator. First and foremost, I live in Florida. It is extremely hot. I did 3 projects with this respirator, but the main project I did was starting to build my daughter a nursery. And I had a lot of trim to do, a lot of custom woodwork to do. And I have a very sensitive respiratory system when it comes to like fine particles, wood dust, all that kind of stuff. It sucks, but it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. You just get real itchy throat, kind of, congestion, not cool when I'm not wearing a breather. You're supposed to wear a respirator when you're working around wood. I mean, we all know that. So traditionally, what I would do is I would put this on and I would do all my cuts and kind of do my thing. But the problem with these is that they get hot. They get very hot. They're very hard to breathe through after the day, especially if the filters get a little bit of stuff in them. And they're just not what this thing is. Now, this is a considerably larger purchase than a typical little 3M filter is going to go. But the thing that makes this awesome is the fact that if you turn it on, it actually blows, or what it's doing is it's almost breathing for you through the filter. So it's drawing fresh air in through these P2 filter cartridges, which are removable and replaceable. I want to show you that right off the bat. These are removable and replaceable. You can see the media in there is nice and clean. And what it does is it draws air through here, and this forms of, it's not an airtight seal by any means. This is not going to be a full outbreak style mask by any means, but I have put this thing through some use. But it draws, this whole face seals around your face, and it draws in this fresh breeze of air across your face. So, but when I go back to my point in that I'm in Florida and it's hot, I only was going to use this mask when I did my cuts on the saw. I left this mask on the entire time I was doing the project. All right, guys. Back in the power cap here. I told you I wanted to put this thing through its paces. Right now, let me show you what we're working on. Doing some shiplap in this bedroom. It's closed up. I got the window open. I had a fan going that died just now. Got to put a new battery in it. But I'm making all my cuts here in the house, and you're not supposed to be breathing in this sawdust. This thing makes it so cool. It's filtering out all the particles from the sawdust. I really couldn't be happier. So it's making me be able to do this project here in hot Florida. Even with the AC cranking, it's still humid, especially with this window open, and I'm breathing in nothing but... Okay. I got fresh, cool air blowing on my face, and I'm able to do this project without getting fatigued. That's the biggest thing. I had my 3M mask on here because I was charging up the battery on this, and I was in a bad mood. Put this mask on, I'm in a good mood. So, thumbs up for this. I had an advantage of, number one, it has a semi-hard shell, hard hat, So I was dealing with some boards that could potentially fall on my head. This is not the impact version, but again, this will take a small little 1x4 hitting you in the head, no problem. You know, I don't want to jeopardize the company by saying that this is impact resistant by any means, but I wore it because it protected me. Also, eye protection. So when I was running my air nailer, I had some nice eye protection up here, just in case a wood chip came out, hit me in the eye. And then also that fresh breeze that it brings across your face. So it actually became something of comfort as I wore it throughout the day. Everywhere that you see has these nice elastic bands where you can adjust the sizing to get it right on your head. The top part of the helmet has this foam mesh up here to keep your head comfortable. It also has these air holes here to allow your head to breathe a little bit so you don't get real hot on top of your head. So it's just a very well designed piece. Now you can also remove this area here and you can take your face mask off of here. If you had to disassemble this and break it down, kind of replace parts, maybe replace the shield, you could do that, which is really a nice feature. You can also use this for the mask requirement for COVID. Now, the reason why I say that is now this is not going to be a P100 filter, so it's not going to filter out organic vapor by any means. But if you read right here on their website, I'm going to read it to you. It says, the respirator features an impact-resistant face shield, making it ideal for tasks where flying debris is concerned. Supplied P2 filter cartridges remove dust and other airborne contaminants with at least 98% efficiency down to a 0.3 micron, while air is moved across the face at a flow rate of 160 liters per minute. So they say this exceeds the requirement of an N95 particulate face mask. So if you're used to wearing the N95s, which are, you know, these guys right here, this is an N95 mask. I'm sure you all heard about these now with the news going on. You know, it's you know, you'll look like the Terminator walking around, but you'll be the one that actually has a cool face, especially if you're going to theme parks and everything else. Now, I don't know if a theme park's going to allow you to wear a head apparatus such as this. I haven't checked with Universal or Disney or anything like that, but if I tell you, I've told like 3 of my friends already and some of my family members that if I do end up going to the parks, I'm going to check and see if I can wear this because it's hot. It's like 90 degrees in the sun, 95 degrees out, humidity. To have that fresh, cool air being blown on your face without something stuffy on your face where you have to breathe in your own breath, it's a game changer. So long-term wearing of this mask is definitely easy to do. Now, to test your filters, you've probably noticed that there's this little pass-fail thing in here. This is just a little piece that they give you, and what you do is you flip the mask upside down and turn it on, and you'll see it's blowing there, and it's telling me that the filters are still good enough for it to flow air through. So if those filters were plugged up, it would only be able to move it up to here, but they're still good filters. So I put this through 3 different projects, 3 woodworking projects and a painting project, and they're still totally fine. So that's a nice little thing. That comes off. That's your little airflow tester. I keep this in the toolbox where I keep the mask. Another great thing with this mask is they give you a whole little case. So this is how it comes from Peke Safety. The Power Cap Active, it comes in this little container and it's sealable. You know, it's just like a paint bucket kind of. So you can keep it in the case when you're not using it. So that's a nice little feature. Now, the battery is rechargeable. So to charge up the battery, or I want to say the control center, you just take this out, put this to the side. It rests into a cradle just like that. So if I set this in, it's charging up. And the charger actually has a little blinking, a little LED light on it to tell you that it's charging. So that's nice. So you let it charge overnight, take it out, you got 8 hours of battery life. So we'll put the battery back in here. Now, I'm going off their website here because I don't want to give improper information for something so critical as a face mask, especially with COVID going on. So this wasn't invented for COVID, although I think it was Ron Perlman from Sons of Anarchy. That's where I know him best. Ron Perlman posted a picture of himself wearing this thing, about to get on a plane, basically saying that he felt much more confident having that on and flying with back when COVID was first kind of breaking out and everyone was freaking out about it. So I got the bug in my ear to contact Peke Safety after I saw that, because I thought it was the coolest looking thing ever. But basically their intended uses are dentistry, animal handling, woodworking, sculpting, automotive bodywork, wood turning, chimney maintenance, construction, landscaping, food processing, production sets, beauty industry, and airplane travel. So you guys are going to go on a long flight. If you don't mind, looking like you got a huge, apparatus on your head, I'm telling you, once you put it on, you're going to be like, this thing is great. Like, it's like having a fan on your face the whole time. Now, I'm a contact lens wearer. It does not dry out my contacts whatsoever. And one thing that's very important with this is it does not fog up. So when you first put it on and it's not powered on, you can tell that it's got a nice seal on your face, because the whole thing will fog immediately. As soon as you turn the power on, your fog will go away within about 2 seconds. And it doesn't fog, obviously, because it's always bringing fresh air in. It's expelling fresh air out through this material here. And now that COVID is unfortunately here, they actually send you with some of this material that has Velcro on it to plug up these holes to make sure that the air that's being passed out is also passing through this first, which acts like kind of like a buffer filter to kind of buffer down that exhalation or exhale. When I got it a month or so ago, I wanted to do a video right off the bat. I'm like, I'm going to do a video on this. This thing is great. Everyone has to see this thing. And then I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I'm going to really, really, really use it first on some projects and really speak to how good it is. You can even see dust and everything in here. Wood, this is all sawdust. We want to speak to how good it actually is. Like, is it comfortable? Does it dig into your head? Does it make you sweat a lot? I really wanted to see, like, is it the real deal? And it is. It's awesome. They also sell replacement filters on their website. These are marked July 2025. They're good till. You can even write, if you were issuing these for your crew, you could write down date of issue here. And there's the main company that makes this thing. But like I said, get them from pekesafety.com. I think they're the only people that I know of here in the States that are selling them. They're allowing extra 3 to 7 days for orders. I'm looking at their website now. They have the Power Cap Active Particulate IP PAPR respirator, which is what this one is, for $485 right now. So, it's not cheap by any means. It's not cheap. One other observation I want to make with this thing, it's so hot out here in Florida. I'm not sweating in here. I mean, if you would see me out here on a normal day, I would be dripping sweat. It would be bad. I'd have to have a hat on, a breather, your sweat's all in your contacts. It's terrible. This just blows fresh, cool air across your, well, as cool as the air is outside, doesn't have a condenser in it, but fresh air across your face the whole time. So you don't have to worry about like that stuffy feeling when you're wearing a mask. It's pretty cool. I think this is going to be something that stays in your kit for 15 or 20 years. If you take care of this thing, it's an investment. You're investing in your lungs. You're investing in your face being protected. You're investing in the ease of breathing. To me, that's a small price to pay for such an advantage here. So I wasn't paid by this company to say any of this stuff either. I only use products and do videos on products that I truly believe in. There's been a handful of stuff that I've had the opportunity to use that I just won't put on my channel, and they weren't sent to me. There's stuff I've purchased that I'm just like, no, I'm not touching it. I'm not doing a video on it. Nobody needs to know about this stuff. But this is one of those things where I would, if I could shout it from the rooftops to get one of these, I would. And I know, I'm kind of rambling here, but $500 for close to $500 for something like this is not affordable for everybody. But if you're doing projects, you're in the trades, or you just want that extra level of comfort when it comes to having to wear a mask everywhere still, this is where it's at. So I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If it helps you in any way, helps you make a decision, helped you kind of understand what this thing is, this PAPR mask, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you can. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and please visit pekesafety.com and get one. I'll put a link to this actual mask down below, and then just a general link to their website so you can check them out. They sell other stuff too. Like they have some really cool stuff. I mean, I haven't really dug deep into everything that they have because I was just really concerned about getting this. But yeah, guys, I truly appreciate the view. Enjoy the footage of me in this thing in little different scenarios. And thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.